breath older than time, a hush that settles on the skin like memory, a stillness that feels alive beneath the silence, a presence that watches without judgment. Roots twist through the earth like ancient stories. They carry whispers from centuries ago. They hold the weight of forgotten footsteps. They remember what the world tries to erase, leaves murmuring languages we once knew. Soft syllables shaped by wind and longing, echoes of voices that lived before us, fragments of truths we lost along the way. A cathedral without walls, light filters through branches like stained glass. Shadows kneel in reverence, the air hums with quiet devotion. Every tree stands like an elder, weathered, patient, unbroken, holding wisdom in its rings, holding stories in its bark. The forest knows the shape of grief. It has seen storms tear through its heart. It has watched branches fall without warning, and has learned to grow again anyway. Moss softens the scars of fallen trunks, a gentle reminder that healing is slow, a promise that nothing ends completely, a truth that even decay becomes life. Birdsong threads through the canopy, notes rising like prayers, melodies woven from instinct, music born from survival. The forest carries the scent of rain, a fragrance that feels like forgiveness, cleansing of what clings too tightly, a renewal of what was left behind. Some paths win like questions, some paths end without warning, some paths lead deeper into mystery. All of them ask for trust. The forest teaches patience, it teaches listening, it teaches humility, it teaches light shifts across the leaves, patterns dance on the forest floor, moments flicker like fleeting thoughts, beauty appears without announcement. The forest remembers every season, the bloom, the fall, the quiet in between. It remembers the footsteps of wanderer, the laughter of children, the tears of the lost, the songs of the hopeful. The forest holds them all gently, never clinging, never forgetting, always honoring. And when the wind moves through the branches, when the shadows sway like living things, when the earth breathes beneath your feet, you feel the truth settle in your bones. You are not separate from this place. You are not a stranger here. You are part of the remembering. You are part of the story. for the first step. It hums beneath the skin like a calling. It waits with patient certainty. It knows you'll follow. Every journey starts with a quiet ache, a restlessness that refuses to sleep, a whisper that grows louder each day, a longing that cannot be ignored. The wanderer's heart is never still. It beats in rhythm shaped by distance. It listens for horizons unseen. It dreams in the language of elsewhere. Some paths open like gentle invitation, soft curves, warm light, easy breath. They welcome your footsteps kindly. They teach you the beauty of arrival. Other paths rise like challenges, steep, wild, unpredictable. They test the strength of your spirit. They reveal the truth of your endurance. The wanderer learns to trust the unknown, to walk without certainty, to breathe without answers, to move without fear. Every mile carries a lesson. Every turn holds a revelation. Every detour becomes a teacher. Every pause becomes a prayer. Spent beneath open skies, stars scattered like forgotten promises, wind singing through distant trees, silence settling like a blanket. Other nights are loud with memory, old voices echoing through the dark. Footsteps from the past returning, shadows asking to be understood. The wanderer learns to walk with both the peace and the noise, the clarity and the fusion, the light and the ache. Every journey reshapes the heart, softens what was rigid, strengthens what was fragile, awakens what was sleeping. The wanderer discovers new versions of self, one shaped by mountains, one shaped by oceans, one shaped by the simple act of moving. The road becomes a mirror, reflecting who you were, revealing who you are, hinting at who you might become. And when the journey finally slows, when the horizon softens into dusk, when the wind grows gentle again, the wanderer understands the truth. Home is not a single place. Home is not a final destination. Home is the heart that keeps moving. Home is the soul that keeps seeking. There is a universe behind closed eyes, a vastness untouched by gravity, a silence filled with distant echoes, a darkness shimmering with hidden stars. In a world that spans without warning, thoughts drift like wandering comets, memories orbit and so deliberate circles. Dreams rise like newborn suns, the astronaut of the mind dribbles a line, not in fear but in wonder, not in escape but in discovery, not in distance but in depth. Every breath becomes a lost thought becomes a secret. Every thought becomes a constellation. Every emotion becomes a planet.
Some regions go with one, golden fields of childhood laughter, sad sprites painted in bold joys.
Like I never run to fear. Other regions, shadow kings carved by forgotten greed. Stone soaring with his spoken truth. Sky calling his head out apology. The astronaut explores the moon. No map, no compass, only cause.
The galaxy's made a memory, right with moments that shape us. Sounds raw with moments that broke us.
Sacred with moments that healed us.
There are many layers of imagination, colors and colors assembled to name.
Shakes that shift with emotion.
The world's full of pure possibility.
The miles, entire solar systems, unstable, and galactic, some waiting to be discovered.
The astronaut learns to navigate gently,
Sail through uncertain gear to break through tempest.
to trust the pull of intuition. There are black holes of doubt,
Pulling everything inward.
swallowing confidence whole.
Making sense in their way.
But even black holes seem something new, like bands of strength survives that nothing is truly lost.
Every universe is infinite, expanding with every experience, shifting with any revelation, deepening with every true face.
The astronaut turns in your understanding,
Carrying fragments of stardust,
carrying echoes of forgotten dreams.
carrying lights spawning colors.
When the eyes finally open,
When the world retains unfamiliar colors,
when the body remembers its way.
the mind still hums in galaxy.
Because exploring changes every day. Because discovery shapes the soul. Because the universe within is
Time began for me in a quiet room. A single breath, a single spark. I did not know the weight of beginnings, only the softness of arrival.
The hours stretched like curious hands. They touched my thoughts before I could name them. They shaped my steps before I learned to walk. They whispered futures I could not yet hold.
Time taught me the language of waiting, the slow unfolding of unseen things, the patience of seeds beneath the soil, the courage of roots reaching in darkness.
I learned that moments are fragile vessels.
They carry more than they appear to
Hold a glance, a breath, a heartbeat.
each one a universe in disguise. Time showed me the art of losing,
How even shadows slip from our grasp.
how memories fade like ink in rain, how silence grows where voices once lived. I learned that endings are not failures.
They are thresholds.
They are doors disguised as walls. They are the breath before transformation.
Time taught me to honor the ache, cradle the weight of unspoken stories.
To let sorrow carve deeper rivers in me, so joy could flow
but the past is a patient teacher.
It waits for us to listen.
It repeats its lessons gently
Until we finally understand. Time revealed the beauty of small things. Warmth of morning light on skin. The quiet rhythm of distant waves. The miracle of simply being here.
I learned that the present is a fragile gift.
It asks for attention, not perfection. It blooms only when held softly. It disappears when changed.
Time taught me the courage to look forward,
To trust the unseen path. To believe in horizons I cannot yet touch. To walk even when the map is incomplete. I learned that the future is not a promise. It is a possibility.
a canvas waiting for trembling hands.
The story still choosing its seed.
Time showed me that growth is uneven.
Some days bloom, some days break. Both are necessary.
I learned that healing is not linear. It spirals, it returns, it deepens.
Time taught me to forgive myself for rushing,
For hesitating,
for being human. I learned that wisdom is not loud. It arrives quietly.
it settles slowly.
It speaks in gentle truth.
Time revealed the constellations within me.
Stars formed from every choice.
Galaxies shaped by every turning.
Light born from every wound.
I learned that I am not separate from time.
I am woven into its fabric. I am a thread in its endless tapestry. I am a moment learning to become a lifetime.
Time taught me to honor the journey.
Not just the milestone, not just the victories, but the quiet steps in between.
I learned that presence is a form of love.
A devotion to the now. A surrender to what is real.
A blessing given to the moment.
Blessing given to the moment. Time showed me that nothing truly stays.
And yet
Everything leaves an imprint, a trace, a whisper.
I learned that meaning is not found.
It is made, it is shaped by our choices. It is carved by our courage.
Time taught me to rise
To
again,
begin again,
breathe
to
again.
hope again. Ooh.
I learned that the journey never ends.
It only changes form.
It only shifts direction.
It only deepens. Time made me softer. Time made me braver. Time made me whole. And time is still making me. There is an ocean living beneath the ribs. It moves with storms we never speak of. It rises when the heart grows heavy. It calms when truth is finally heard.
Waves form from memories we thought were gone. They return in quiet, unexpected ways. They carry echoes of forgotten versions of us.
They wash ashore with gentle insistence. The ocean inside us knows our secrets. It keeps the stories we try to bury. It holds the weight of unspoken fears. It whispers them back when we are ready.
Some tides come in fierce and uninvited. They crash against the walls we build. They remind us that nothing stays contained.
Not grief, not longing, not hope. Other tides arrive soft as breath. They touch the heart without breaking it. They bring clarity like morning light. They teach us how to begin again.
The ocean inside us remembers every wound, but it also remembers every healing.
It carries both like twin currents. It shifts with every choice we make. It deepens with every truth we face. It widens with every act of courage.
Some days the water is clear and bright. We can see the bottom without fear. We can breathe without trembling. We can trust the calm.
Other days the water is dark and restless. We lose sight of the ground beneath us. We drift without direction. We learn to float instead of sink. The ocean inside us teaches resilience. It shows that movement is survival, that stillness is not defeat, that returning is a form of strength.
Every tide carries a lesson. Every wave holds a memory.
Every current leads somewhere new. Every storm reveals something true.
The ocean inside us is ancient, older than our first heartbreak, older than our first joy, older than our first breath.
It knows the shape of our becoming. It knows the weight of our silence. It knows the sound of our longing. It knows the truth we hide.
And still it rises for us, and still it softens for us.
And still it carries us forward. And still it calls us home. The city exhales from midnight eyes. Lights flicker like tired eyes, learning to rest. The air grows softer, almost tender. The noise dissolves into a distant hum. Shadows stretch across empty sidewalks. They move like memories, searching for a home. They linger beneath street lamps. They whisper stories no one hears. Neon signs pulse like restless hearts. Colors spill across the pavement. Red, blue, violet, a quiet symphony of electric breath. Some windows glow with sleepless souls. People awake for reasons they never say. Some weaving in, some healing in.
The city holds them gently. It knows the weight of unspoken thoughts. It knows the ache of long nights. It knows the silence between heartbeats. A stray cat wanders through the alley. It steps soft as falling dust. It pauses as if listening. It moves as if it knows the way.
Cars drift by like slow-moving ghosts. Engines softened by distance. Headlights carving temporary paths. Trails of light fading into nothing.
Somewhere a song plays through an open window. A melody too soft to name. It flows through the air like a fragile prayer. It disappears before it reaches the corner.
The city at midnight is honest. It has nothing. It pretends nothing. It simply breathes.
Billboards glow with promises, dreams printed in impossible colors. Faces smiling into the dark, hope
Sold in bright letters.
The river reflects the skyline, buildings ripple like shifting memory.
The water carries the night gently and moves with quiet certainty.
A lone figure walks the bridge, hands in pockets, head bowed, lost in thoughts only the night can hold. The city listens without judgment. It absorbs like in thoughts only the night can.
The city listens without judgment. It absorbs every unspoken confession. It shelters every wandering soul. It keeps every secret safe.
Midnight softens the edges of everything. Pain feels quieter, dreams feel closer.
The world feels almost kind. The city at midnight is a sanctuary, a place where time slows, a place where hearts breathe easier, a place where silence becomes a friend. And when dawn begins to rise, when first light touches the rooftops, the world stirs awake again. The city keeps the night stories hidden, because some truths belong to darkness. Some healing happens in quiet hours. Some journeys begin when no one is watching, and some souls are shaped by midnight. There's a child living quietly inside us, small hands cupped around forgotten dreams,
Eyes wide with unfiltered wonder, a heartbeat untouched by fear. The child remembers the world differently, colors brighter than truth, laughter louder than sorrow,
hope larger than reason.
There was a time when joy came easily, falling like sunlight through open windows, landing softly on the skin,
as natural as breathing.
The child within us still waits, still listens for the sound of play, still reaches for the impossible, still believes in magic.
The life grows heavy with years, responsibilities stack like stones, dreams shrink to fit inside schedule, wonder dims beneath routine. The child watches from behind the ribs, quiet, patient, unblaming, holding pieces we forgot we lost, holding truths we outgrew too soon. There are days the child stirs, a sudden laugh we didn't expect, a memory rising like a warm tide, a softness returning to the bones.
Sometimes the child cries for the moments we rush through, for the innocence we traded away, for the wounds we never tended. The child within us knows our history, knows the first time we felt small, knows the first time we felt unseen, knows the first time we learned fear.
But the child also knows our light, knows the first dream that sparked, knows the first joy that blooms, the first love that shaped us.
The child is not a ghost, not a memory fading with time, not a relic of who we used to be. The child is a compass,
It points toward what matters, toward wonder, toward softness, toward truth. The child asks simple questions.
what makes you smile?
What makes you feel alive?
What makes your heart open?
We forget to answer, we forget to answer. We forget the language of innocence, we forget ourselves.
But the child waits without anger, without impatience, without judgment, without fear. And when we finally turn inward,
When we finally sit in the quiet, when we finally breathe deeply, we hear the child speak again.
not in words, but in warmth, but in memory.
But in possibility, the child within us is not lost, not broken, not gone, only waiting. Waiting for us to return, waiting for us to soften, waiting for us to remember, waiting for us to begin again. Not every warrior chooses the battlefield. Some fall into sponges are warning. Some rise because falling is no longer an option. Some fight simply to breathe again. There are battles no one witnesses, silent wars rage behind steady eyes, wounds hidden beneath cracked smiles, victories measured at quiet breaths. Strength is not always loud. Sometimes it trembles, sometimes it can, sometimes it whispers not yet. The warrior learns to stand anyway, to gather the pieces, to steady the shaking, to move through the air. Some days feel like climbing through fire, edge step in negotiation with pain. Every breath a small rebellion, every heartbeat a declaration. The warrior carries scars like constellations, that's where they've been. Told for what they survived, stories written in healed skin. There are nights when the weight is too much, when silence feels sharp, when my mind's pressed like heavy stones, when hope flickers skin. But either man, the warrior endures, not with grandeur, not with glory, but with persistence. Strength grows in unexpected places, in the pause before tears fall, in the breathtaking effort breaking, a choice to try again. The one who learns resilience solely through loss, through doubt, through the long road back. Some days victory looks like rising, some days victory looks like busting, some days victory looks like simply staying. All of them count. The warrior shaped by struggle, but not defined by it, not reduced by it. But owned by it. There is power in quiet endurance, power in unseen healing, power in choosing softness after pain, power in fusing the deceptive. No warrior carries a fire inside, not a blaze, not a roar, a steady, stubborn boy. He likes to path forward, it was a cold night, and the minds are hard to keep beating. It whispers, you are not done. Monday, the water looks far, season towns and stray cars, season storms they outlet, season strength they never knew they had. Not every warrior chooses the battle, but every warrior chooses to rise, to continue to become. Love begins as a quiet trembling in the chest, a soft awakening beneath forgotten dreams. It moves like dawn across a tired horizon, and whispers you are worthy of warmth.
Love is the courage to open a fragile door, to let light touch the places we hid away. It is the gentle return of trust.
It is the glow that rises from simple moments, the miracle hidden in ordinary days. Love is the hand that reaches without hesitation, the presence that stays when storms grow loud. It is the promise that we are never alone, the quiet vow that echoes in the heart. Love is the warmth that lingers after sorrow,
A flame carried through seasons of shadow.
it is the song that hums beneath silence, the melody that finds us when we forget ourselves. Love is the courage to hope again, to rebuild what was once broken. It is the truth that softens every wound, and the dawn that rises after every ending. Love is the light that refuses to dim, a lantern held high in trembling hands. It is the spark that steadies weary bones, the fire that warms without burning.
Love is the letter written in the margins of life,
the note tucked into quiet moments. It is the breath shared between two souls, the exhale that says you are safe with me. Love is the constellation of small gestures, a hand on the shoulder, a smile across the room. It is the patience to listen fully, the humility to apologize sincerely.
Love is the courage to grow side by side, to evolve without drifting apart.
It is the promise to stay curious about each other, to keep discovering new galaxies within. Love is the quiet victory of choosing peace, the strength to forgive what is human. It is the tenderness that outlasts anger, the softness that returns after storms. Love is the echo of two hearts learning unity, a song written in shared breath. It is the miracle of being known and the blessing of being accepted. Love is the courage to dream together, to build futures with trembling hands. It is the hope that refuses to fade, even when the night feels endless. Love is the light that finds its way back, the glow that remembers its source. It is the truth that anchors wandering souls, the compass that points toward home. Love is the quiet vow spoken without words, the devotion that grows in secret places. It is the miracle of two hearts choosing one path, the journey walked with open hands. Love is the story written in every shared moment, a tale without final chapters. It is the beginning that keeps beginning, and the ending that becomes a new dawn. Love grows in the spaces between breaths, it gathers strength in the pauses we overlook. It is the gentle return after a difficult day, the soft reminder that we are not alone. Love is the courage to speak truth with trembling lips, and the grace to listen without defense. It is the quiet blooming of trust renewed, a garden tended by two imperfect hands. Love is the warmth that lingers in a shared glance, the spark that turns ordinary moments into miracles. It is the promise that tomorrow can be kinder, the faith that healing is possible together. Love is the echo of footsteps walking in unity, a rhythm learned through patience and devotion. It is the light that refuses to dim, and the home we build inside each other's hearts.
There is a fire that wakes before dawn. It stirs beneath the ribs like a restless drum. It whispers of paths not yet walked. It hums with the promise of becoming.
Some flames are born quiet, mine arrive like a storm in the chest.
It cracked open the walls I built. It demanded room to grow. Ambition is not always loud. Sometimes it is a single spark,
A thought that refuses to die, a dream that keeps returning. tried to smother it.
Days I feared its brightness,
Days I doubted its purpose.
days I questioned my worth, but the flame did not leave.
It waited in the quiet.
It breathed beneath the doubt, it kept its ember alive.
Some dreams survive even our silence. Some fires burn even in darkness. Some callings echo even when ignored. Some destinies refuse to fade.
The fire in the bones is patient.
It knows timing better than we do.
It knows when to rise, it knows when to roar.
There is power in the slow burn, strength in the steady glow, wisdom in the control flame, courage in the heat that endures. The fire teaches resilience, it teaches the art of rising, it teaches the beauty of persistence, it teaches the truth of desire.
Every spark carries a story.
Every flame carries a purpose.
Every blaze carries a beginning, every ember carries a memory. The fire in the bones is ancient, older than fear, older than doubt, older than hesitation.
It remembers who I was meant to be. It remembers the dreams I buried. It remembers the strength I forgot. It remembers the path I abandoned. And still it burns for me. And still it rises for me.
And still it calls me forward. And still it refuses to dim. The fire in the bones is a compass. It points toward destiny. It points toward truth. It points toward becoming. I walk now with the flame running. I walk with purpose in my chest. I walk with heat in my breath. I walk with destiny in my stride.
The fire does not ask for permission.
It asks for courage.
It asks for honesty.
It asks for surrender.
And I give it all of me. And I rise with it. And I burn with it.
And I become what I was meant to be.
The forest begins with a breath older than time, a hush that settles on the skin like memory, a stillness that feels alive beneath the silence, a presence that watches without judgment.
Roots twist through the earth like ancient stories. They carry whispers from centuries ago. They hold the weight of forgotten footsteps. They remember what the world tries to erase. Leaves murmur languages we once knew. Soft syllables shaped by wind and longing. Echoes of voices that lived before us. Fragments of truths we lost along the way.
The forest is a cathedral without walls. Light filters through branches like stained glass.
Shadows kneel in reverence. The air hums with quiet devotion. Every tree stands like an elder, weathered, patient, unbroken.
Holding wisdom in its ring, holding stories in its bark. The forest
knows the shape of grief. It has seen storms tear through its heart. It has watched branches fall without warning. It has learned to grow again anyway. Moss softens the scars of fallen trunks, a gentle reminder that healing is slow, a promise that nothing ends completely, a truth that even decay becomes life. Bird song flies through the canopy, notes rising like prayers, melodies woven from instinct, music born from survival. The forest carries the scent of rain, a fragrance that feels like forgiveness, a cleansing of what clings too tightly, a renewal of what was left behind. Some paths win like questions, some paths end without warning, some paths lead deeper into mystery. All of them ask for trust. The forest teaches patience, it teaches listening, it teaches humility, it teaches presence. Light shifts across the leaves, patterns dance on the forest floor. Moments flicker like fleeting thoughts. Beauty appears without announcement. The forest remembers every season, the bloom, the fall, the quiet in between. It remembers the footsteps of wanderers, the laughter of children, the tears of the lost, the songs of the hopeful. The forest holds them all gently, never clinging, never forgetting, always honoring. And when the wind moves through the branches, when the shadows sway like living things, when the earth breathes beneath your feet, you feel the truth settle in your bones. You are not separate from this place, you are not a stranger here. You are part of the remembering, you are part of the story.
The road begins before the first step. It hums beneath the skin like a calling. It waits with patient certainty. It knows you will follow.
Every journey starts with a quiet ache, a restlessness that refuses to sleep, a whisper that grows louder each day, a longing that cannot be ignored.
The wanderer's heart is never still. It beats in rhythm shaped by distance. It listens for horizons unseen. It dreams in the language of elsewhere.
Some paths open like gentle invitations, soft curves, warm light, easy breath. They welcome your footsteps kindly, they teach you the beauty of arrival.
Other paths rise like challenges, steep, wild, unpredictable. They test the strength of your spirit, they reveal the truth of your
turn holds a revelation.
Every detour becomes a teacher.
Every pause becomes a prayer.
The world unfolds in fragments, a river bending toward dusk, a mountain crowned with mist, a village humming with quiet life.
The wanderer gathers these moments, stores them like sacred offerings, carries them like gentle reminders, holds them like pieces of home.
Some nights are spent beneath open skies, stars scattered like forgotten promises.
Wind singing through distant trees, silence settling like a blanket. Other nights are loud with memory, old voices echoing through the dark, footsteps from the past returning, shadows asking to be understood. The wanderer learns to walk with both the peace and the noise, the clarity and the confusion, the light and the ache. Every journey reshapes the heart, softens what was rigid, strengthens what was fragile, awakens what was sleeping. The wanderer discovers new versions of self, one shaped by mountains, one shaped by oceans, one shaped by the simple act of moving. The road becomes a mirror, reflecting who you were, revealing who you are, hinting at who you might become. And when the journey finally slows, when the horizon softens into dusk, when the wind grows gentle again, the wanderer understands the truth. Home is not a single place. Home is not a final destination. Home is the heart that keeps moving. Home is the soul that keeps seeking. There is a universe behind closed lights, a vastness untouched by gravity, a silence filled with distant echoes, a darkness shimmering with hidden stars. The inner warmth expands without morning, thoughts drift like wandering comets, memories rapid and slow, the labyrinth circles. Dreams rise like no-born star. The astronaut of the mind handles alone, not in fear but in wonder, not in escape but in dissolving, not in distance. Flying down, every breath becomes a watch, every heartbeat becomes a signal, every heartbeat becomes a signal, every breath becomes a constellation, every emotion becomes a flame. Sun reaches glow with warmth, golden fields of child with laughter, soft skies careful joys, let them never learn to fade. Other regions are shattered, taste carved by forgotten grief, one swearing with unspoken truths, light that lingers without apology. The astronaut explores them all, no map, no compass, only courage. There are galaxies made of memory, bright with moments that shape us, light out with moments that grow best, secret with moments that give us. Feel the vocabulary of imagination, colors impossible to name, shapes that shift of emotion, worlds born from pure possibility. with entire sewer systems. Some stable, some collapsing, some waiting to be discovered. An astronaut learns to navigate gently, to float through uncertainty, to breathe through turbulence, to trust the pull of intuition. There are black holes of doubt, pulling everything inward, spiraling companies high. Been in trance and never weak, but even black holes teach something that light bends, that strength survives, that nothing is truly lost. The inner universe is infinite, expanding with every experience, shifting with every revelation, deepening with every true faith. The astronaut begins with new understanding, carrying fragments of stardust, carrying all those of forgotten dreams, carrying maps drawn in courage. And when the eyes finally open, when the world returns in familiar colors, when the body remembers its weight, the mind still hums with galaxy, because exponential changes everything, because the sky reshapes its soul. Because the universe within is endless, because the journey never truly ends. Time began for me in a quiet room, a single breath, a single spark. I did not know the weight of beginnings, only the softness of a rifle. The hours stretched like curious hands, they touched my thoughts before I could name them. They shaped my steps before I learned to walk. They whispered futures I could not yet hold.
Time taught me the language of waiting, the slow unfolding of unseen things, the patience of seeds beneath the soil, the courage of roots reaching in darkness.
I learned the moments are fragile vessels, they carry more than they appear to hold. A glance, a breath, a heartbeat, each one a universe in disguise.
Time showed me the art of losing, how even shadows slip from our grasp, how memories fade like ink in rain, how silence grows where voices once lived.
I learned that endings are not failures, they are thresholds, they are doors disguised as walls, they are the breath before transformation.
Time taught me to honor the ache, to cradle the weight of unspoken stories, to let sorrow carve deeper rivers in me, so joy could flow wider when it returned.
I learned that the past is a patient teacher, it waits for us to listen, it repeats its lessons gently until we finally understand.
Time revealed the beauty of small things, the warmth of morning light on skin, the quiet rhythm of distant waves, the miracle of simply being here.
I learned that the present is a fragile gift, it asks for attention, not perfection. It blooms only when held softly, it disappears when chased. Time taught me the courage to look forward, to trust the unseen path, to believe in horizons I cannot yet touch, to walk even when the map is incomplete. I learned that the future is not a promise, it is a possibility, a canvas waiting for trembling hands, a story still choosing its sing.
Time showed me that growth isn't even, some days bloom,
Some days break,
both are necessary.
but none the resting is not linear.
softer.
Time made me braver.
Time made me whole, and time is still making me.
There is an ocean living beneath the ribs. It moves with storms we never speak of. It rises when the heart grows heavy. It calms when truth is finally heard.
Waves form from memories we thought were gone. They return in quiet, unexpected ways. They carry echoes of forgotten versions of us. They wash ashore with gentle distance. The ocean inside us knows our secrets. It keeps the stories we try to bury. It holds the weight of unspoken fears. It whispers them back when we are ready.
Sometimes coming fierce and uninvited. They crash against the walls we built. They remind us that nothing stays contained.
Not grief, not longing, not heart, not hope, not longing, not hope, not longing, not hope.
Other tides arrive soft as breath. They touch the heart without breaking it. They bring clarity like morning light. They teach us how to begin again. The ocean inside us remembers every wound, but it also remembers every healing. It carries both like twin currents, neither stronger, only different.
There are storms that reshape the shoreline, moments that change who we are.
Waves that take pieces of us away, and waves that return pieces we forgot.
The ocean inside us is never still. It shifts with every choice we make. It deepens with every truth we face. It widens with every act of courage. Some days the water is clear and bright. We can see the bottom without fear. We can breathe without trembling. We can trust the calm. Other days the water is dark and restless. We lose sight of the ground beneath us.
We drift without direction. We learn to float instead of sink. The ocean inside us teaches resilience. It shows that movement is survival, that stillness is not defeat, that returning is a form of strength.
The ocean inside us teaches resilience. It shows that movement is survival, that stillness is not defeat, that returning is a form of strength.
Every tide carries a lesson. Every wave holds a memory. Every current leads somewhere new. Every storm reveals something true. Every turn and mill sets home as steady. And inside of this is ancient, older than the first hut premise true. The ocean inside us is ancient, older than our first heartbreak, older than our first joy, older than our first breath.
It knows the shape of our becoming.
It knows the weight of our silence. It knows the sound of our longing. It knows the truth we hide. And still it rises for us, and still it softens for us, and still it carries us forward, and still it calls us home. The city exhales when midnight arrives. Lights flicker like tired eyes learning to rest. The air grows softer, almost tender. The noise dissolves into a distant hum.
Shadows stretch across empty sidewalks. They move like memories searching for a home. They linger beneath street lamps. They whisper stories no one hears.
Neon signs pulse like restless hearts. Colors spill across the pavement. Red, blue, violet, a quiet symphony of electric brass.
Some windows glow with sleep souls, people awake for reasons they never say. Some waiting, some healing.
The city holds them gently and knows the weight of unspoken thoughts. It knows the ache of long nights. It knows the silence between heartbeats.
A stray cat wanders through the alley. It steps off, just falling dust. It
Pauses as if listening, it moves as if it knows the way.
Cars drift by like slow-moving ghosts. Engines softened by distance. Headlights carving temporarily paths. Trails of light fading into nothing.
Somewhere, a song plays through an open window. A melody too soft to name. It
Flows through the air like a fragile prayer. It disappears before it
Reaches the corner. The city at midnight is honest. It hides nothing. It pretends nothing. It simply breathes.
Billboards glow with promises.
Dreams printed in impossible colors. Faces smiling into the dark. Hope sold in bright letters. The river reflects the skyline. Buildings ripple like shifting memories. The water carries the night gently. It moves with quiet certainty.
A lone figure walks the bridge, hands in pockets.
Head bowed, lost in thoughts only the night can hold. The city listens without judgment. It absorbs every unspoken confession. It shelters every wandering soul. It keeps every secret safe.
Midnight softens the edges of everything.
Pain feels quieter.
Dreams feel closer. The world feels almost kind.
The city at midnight is a sanctuary. A place where time slows. A place where hearts breathe easier. A place where silence becomes a friend.
And when dawn begins to rise,
When the first light touches the rooftops, when the world stirs awake again, the city keeps the night stories hidden.
because some truths belong to darkness.
Some healing happens in quiet hours. Some journeys begin when no one is watching.
And some souls are shaped by midnight.
There is a child living quietly inside us. Small hands cupped around forgotten dreams. Eyes wide with unfiltered wonder. A heartbeat untouched by fear. The child remembers the world differently. Colors brighter than truth. Laughter louder than sorrow. Hope larger than reason. There was a time when joy came easily, falling like sunlight through open windows, landing softly on the skin, as natural as breathing. The child within us still waits, still listens for the sound of play, still reaches for the impossible, still believes in magic. But life grows heavy with years. Responsibilities stack like stones. Dreams shrink to fit inside schedules. Wonder dims beneath routine. The child watches from behind the ribs, quiet, patient, unblaming, holding pieces we forgot we lost, holding truths we outgrew too soon. A sudden laugh we didn't expect, a memory right rising like a warm tide, a softness returning to the bone. Sometimes a child cries for the moments we rush through, for the innocence we traded away, for the wounds we never tended. The child within us knows our history, knows the first time we felt small, knows the first time we felt unseen, knows the first time we learned fear. But the child also knows our light, knows the first dream that sparked, knows the first joy that bloomed, knows the first love that shaped us. The child is not a ghost, not a memory fading with time, not a relic of who we used to be. The child is a compass, it points toward what matters, toward wonder, toward softness, toward truth. The child asks simple questions: what makes you smile? What makes you feel alive? What makes your heart open? We forget to answer, we forget to listen, we forget the language of innocence. We forget ourselves, but the child waits without anger, without impatience, without judgment, without fear. And when we finally turn inward, when we finally sit in the quiet, when we finally breathe deeply, we hear the child speak again. Not in words, but in warmth, but in memory, but in possibility. Oh, the child within us is not lost, not broken, not gone, only waiting. Waiting for us to return, waiting for us to soften, waiting for us to remember, waiting for us to begin it again. Oh, oh, oh. At every warrior choose a battlefield. Some are thrown to stones without warning. Some rise because falling is no longer an option. Some fight and pick brave again. There are battles no one witnesses, silent wars waged behind steady eyes. Wounds hidden beneath cracked smiles. Victories measured in quiet breaths. Strength is not always loud. Sometimes it trembles, sometimes it bends, sometimes it whispers, not yet. Warrior learns to stand anyway, to gather the pieces, to steady the shaking, to move through, Some days feel like come through fire. Every step a negotiation with pen. Every breath a small alien. Every heartbeat a preparation. Your warrior carries scars like constellations. Knobs are where they've been. Proof of what they survived. Stories written in healed skin. There are nights and the weight is too much. When someone steals sharp. Memories pass like happy stones when hope figures thin. But even then, the warrior endures now with danger, not a glory, though with persistence. Showcase and unexpected faces, and the gaps before tears fall, and your breath taken after breaking. Then on shows to try again. The warrior lives to heal your soul, leave you lost, you down through the long by. Some days victory looks like rising, some days victory looks like resting.
The warrior shaped by struggle and not defined by it, not reduced by it, not alone by it. There's power in quiet endurance, power in unseen healing, power in true the softness of the pain, power in refusing to disappear. The warrior carries a fire inside, not a blaze, not a roar. It's steady, stubborn glow. It likes the path forward. It wants a cold night. It reminds the heart to keep beating. It whispers you are not done. And one day the warrior's back, sees a numbsday glass, sees the storms they out there, sees the strength they never knew they had. Not every warrior chooses the battle, but every warrior chooses to rise, to continue, to become. Love begins as a quiet trembling in the chest, a soft awakening beneath forgotten dreams. It moves like dawn across a tide horizon and whispers, you are worthy of warmth. Love is the courage to open a fragile door, to let light touch the places we hid away. It is the gentle return of trust. Love is the hush between two shared breaths, a sanctuary built from honesty and hope. It is the glow that rises from simple moments, the miracle hidden in ordinary days. Love is the hand that reaches without hesitation, the presence that stays when storms grow loud. It is the promise that we are never alone, the quiet vow that echoes in the heart. Love is a warmth that lingers after sorrow, a flame carried through seasons of shadow. It is the song that hums beneath silence, the melody that finds us when we forget ourselves. Love is the courage to hope again, to rebuild what was once broken. It is the truth that softens every wound, and the dawn that rises after every ending. Love is a light that refuses to dim, a lantern held high in trembling hands. It is the spark that steadies weary bones, the fire that warms without burning. Love is the letter written in the margins of life, the note tucked into quiet moments. It is the breath shared between two souls, the exhale that says you are safe with me. Love is a constellation of small gestures, a hand on the shoulder, a smile across the room. It is the patience to listen fully, the humility to apologize sincerely. Love is the courage to grow side by side, to evolve without drifting apart. It is the promise to stay curious about each other, to keep discovering new galaxies within. Love is a quiet victory of choosing peace, the strength to forgive what is human. It is the tenderness that outlasts anger, the softness that returns after storms. Love is the echo of two hearts learning unity, a song written in shared breath. It is the miracle of being known and the blessing of being accepted. Love is the courage to dream together, to build futures with trembling hands. It is the hope that refuses to fade even when the night feels endless. Love is the light that finds its way back, the glow that remembers its source. It is the truth that anchors wandering souls, the compass that points toward home. Love is the quiet vow spoken without words, the devotion that grows in secret places. It is a miracle of two hearts choosing one path, a journey walk with open hands. Love is a story written in every shared moment, a tale without final chapters. It is the beginning that keeps beginning, and the ending that becomes a new dawn. Love grows in the spaces between breaths, it gathers strength in the pauses we overlook. It is the gentle return after a difficult day, the soft reminder that we are not alone. Love is the courage to speak truth with trembling lips, and the grace to listen without defense. It is the quiet blooming of trust renewed, a garden tended by two imperfect hands. Love is the warmth that lingers in a shared glance, the spark that turns ordinary moments into miracles. It is the promise that tomorrow can be kinder, the faith that healing is possible together. Love is the echo of footsteps walking in unity, a rhythm learned through patience and devotion. It is the light that refuses to dim, and the home we build inside each other's hearts. There is a fire that wakes before dawn. It stirs beneath the ribs like a restless drum. It whispers of paths not yet walked. It hums with the promise of becoming. Some flames are born quiet, mine arrive like a storm in the chest. It cracked open the walls I built, it demanded room to grow. Ambition is not always loud, sometimes it is a single spark, a thought that refuses to die, a dream that keeps returning.
The fire in the bones knows hunger, it knows the ache of wanting more. It knows the weight of unrealized potential, it knows the cost of staying small.
There were days I tried to smother it, days I feared its brightness, days I doubted its purpose, days I questioned my worth. But the flame did not leave, it waited in the quiet, it breathed beneath the doubt, it kept its ember alive.
Some dreams survive, even our silence. Some fires burn, even in darkness. Some callings echo, even when ignored. Some destinies refuse to fade.
The fire in the bones is patient, it knows timing better than we do. It knows when to rise, it knows when to roar.
There is power in the slow burn,
Strength in the steady glow,
wisdom in control flame.
courage in the heat that endures. The fire teaches resilience, it teaches the art of rising, it teaches the beauty of persistence, it teaches the truth of desire.
Every spark carries a story,
Hey,
every flame carries a purpose,
hey,
every blaze carries a beginning.
hey. Every ember carries a memory. The fire in the bones is ancient, older than fear, older than doubt, older than hesitation.
It remembers who I was meant to be,
It remembers the dreams I buried,
it remembers the strength I forgot.
it remembers the path I abandoned, and still it burns for me, and still it rises for me, and still it calls me forward, and still it refuses to dim. The fire in the bones is a compass, it points toward destiny, it points toward truth, it points toward becoming.
I walk now with the flame unheaded,
I walk with purpose in my chest,
I walk with heat in my breath.
I walk with destiny in my stride.
The fire does not ask for permission,
It asks for courage, love